Okay, so this is the 10 minutes speaking, and I think that it's time for me to go back. It's time for me to focus on those kind of stuff. I'm not gonna play games. I'm not gonna, go to um, having reading some comics or do some kind of stuff. I'm not gonna do that. But except the Facebook, which is growing my group. And okay, so let's get started. So let's get started with this one. Fail big. That's right. Fail big. Today's beginning of the rest of your life. And it couldn't be very frightening. It's a new world out there. It's a mini world out there, and you only live once. So to what you feel passionate about, take chances. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. There's no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than what you're capable of living. I'm sure your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major is exciting. But I'm sure people that told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Which you're going back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything except my faith. I want to fall forward. I think at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Fall forward. The chances you take, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for understanding. Thank you for wisdom. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love. Thank you for kindness. Thank you for humility. Thank you for peace. Thank you for prosperity. Say thank you in advance for what already yours. Dreams without goals remain dreams. Just dreams and ultimately feel disappointment. Dreams without goals, yearly goals like those daily goals, monthly goals out of the goal, minute goal. Dreams without goals are just dreams. And you ultimately feel disappointment. Goals on the road to achievement cannot be achieved without discipline and consistency. Understand between goals and achievement, our discipline and consistency. So have dreams, but have goals. Life's goals, yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will empower yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about that. Embrace it because it's inevitable. Inevitable. Ricky Jackson stood up 600 times in his career, most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the discussion. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. As you know, they didn't know that because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. So don't be afraid of going to go outside the box. Don't be afraid of to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big. To dream big. Imagine you on your deathbed and standing around your deathbed are the goals representing your own unfulfilled potential or goals of ideas you never accepted, on the goals of the talent you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointment, upset. They say we came to you because you could have brought it to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, How many goals are you going to be around your bed when your time comes? You invested a lot of education and people that invested you, and let me tell you, the world needs you, your talent, and does it ever. As you got back from South Africa, a beautiful country, but there are places there with terrible project poverty that need help. When Africa is just the tip of the iceberg, a Middle East needs your help. Japan needs your help. Alabama needs your help. Tennessee needs your help. Louisiana needs your help. Philadelphia needs your help. Needs your help. The world, the, the world needs a lot, and we need it from you, and we need it from you. We need it from you, young people. I mean, I'm not speaking for the rest of us here, but I'm getting a little brighter. We need it from you, the young people, because remember this. So you gotta get out there. You gotta give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your 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 talent, your prayers, or your gestures. Because remember this, you will never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. What are you going to do with what you have? I'm not talking about how much you have. Some of us are business majors, some of you are theologians, nurses, psychologists, some you have money, some you have patience, some you have kindness, some you have love, some you have the gift of long suffering, whatever. Whatever your gift is. What are you going to do with what you have? If you don't fail, so that is the advertisement, and I'm gonna skip it. It takes lots of time in here, about 15 seconds. I'm gonna wait for that. It takes just a little bit of time, but it's gonna be good if I can do it really well. Yeah, I believe so though. Okay, so let's get back. So let's get back to this one. You're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this expression to get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Because taking risks is not just about going for a job, it's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. 40 years ago, March 27, 1975, it was 40 years ago, just past March, I was flunking out of college and had a 1.7 grade point average. I hope none of you can relate. A 1.7 grade point average. I was sitting in my mother's beauty shop. They still got a beauty shop now that they call it. Yeah, in a beauty parlor. I was sitting in my mother's beauty parlor, and I'm looking in a mirror, and I see behind me this woman under the dryer. And every time she looked up, every time I looked up, she was looking at me, just looked at me in the eye. I didn't know who she was, and I said, she said, somebody give me a pen. So give me a pen so a prophecy. March 27, 1975. He said, oh boy, you were gonna travel the world and speak to millions of people. Now my job, flunked out of college. I'm thinking about joining the army. I didn't know what I was gonna do, and she tell me I'm gonna travel the world and speak to millions of people. Well, I have traveled the world and I have spoke to millions of people. But that's not the most important thing to say that I have. The most important thing is that what he taught to me, that he told me that they have stayed with me. I've been protected, I've been directed, I've been corrected. I've kept God in my life and kept me in humble. I didn't always take it with him, but he always stuck with me. Whenever be discouraged, never hold back. Give everything you've got. And when you fall throughout life, remember this: fall forward. So never give up. Without commitment, you never start. But the more importantly, without consistency, you never finish. You have to work on it every day. You have to plan every day. You go heard the saying, we don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Hard work works. Working really hard is what successful people do. And in this text, tweet, thought, we're going up in Remember, just because you are doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. 4010 get up 8. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, said, yeah, because you can't run the place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. And and anything you want, good, you can have, so claim it, work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back, pull someone else up. Each one, teach one. Don't just aspire to make a living. Aspire to make a difference. There's a greater threat to progress than hardship. So people move and keep going and keep learning. See you work. See you at work. Alright, so that's the end of the 10 minutes speaking for today. And it is really fast that I don't even do it. I didn't even do it. So this time I'm gonna go back to myself and then try my best to finish all of these. And yeah, so that is the end of this 10 minutes speaking for today. So bye guys and have a really good day.